Check 1 2. Check 1 2. There we go. Microphone's working. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get this link shared out for you guys. We are here to talk about Hurricane Michael and its potential to cause serious disruption to the United States. Let me find a way to share this out. Okay, we got 2 people watching. Thank you guys for joining. Oh, shoot, that's not what I wanted to do. Where is the live chat? Sorry, I thought I was ready, and I'm definitely not. Ah, there's the chat, there's the chat. Not now. EAS buddy, thank you for joining. There's the chat, that's what I wanted. I'm still trying to find a way to share out the link. Moderators, nope. Stream info. Bear with me here. Just give me a minute. I'm going to figure this out, and then we will get this going. EAS buddy, do you have any idea how to share out a live stream link? For some reason, I'm having a brain fart. Let me just drag that there. There we go. No, you haven't missed anything. I've just started, really. Give me one moment. Maybe if I do this. If I go to YouTube Studio, actually. Notes. Oh, this is just odd. Okay, yeah, good. Yeah, share that out if you can. Not sure why this is being all weird at the moment, but maybe if I go to my channel. There we go. I found it. Okay, since there's not a whole lot of people watching, I do apologize. Let me just get this link shared out real fast, and then we will get started on our discussion. We are live now. Yeah, if you want to share that link out in GWS, go ahead. I'm sharing it now in the other Squeeze. Okay, we are set. Got 5 people watching. Thank you guys for joining. Sorry for the delay. I've been had a little brain fart. So, okay, so here we go. We are awaiting the next advisory. I don't think it's been put out just yet. Nope, not quite. So while we're on this live stream, we are to be getting public advisory number 9. And so that'll give us some updated information on Michael. But here's where Michael is right now. You can see it's really close to western Cuba. Let me scroll down so I can look at the... Okay, there we go. I can see your chat there. Okay. This chair is really loud. Okay. So here we go. This is Hurricane Michael. It did become a hurricane this morning. If you guys haven't heard, you can see the maximum sustained winds are 75 miles per hour. The minimum central pressure has dropped now to 978 millibars, which I believe is a decrease from earlier. Forecast advisory. Yeah, so our central pressure at 978. What did I say it was? At the 8 at the okay, no, it hasn't changed between 8 and 8A. But We do have, yeah, this storm is strengthening, and it might be, the strengthening might temporarily slow down because of how close it is to land. You can see right now this is the current surface wind field of Hurricane Michael as of advisory number 8A. Tropical storm conditions have overspread western Cuba, and they're going to be, it's going to be a near miss for the Yucatan Peninsula. You can see right there, tropical storm warnings are in effect for the Yucatan with a hurricane warning for Cuba. And I believe, based on the wind field right now, it looks like only the far western tip of Cuba is actually going to be experiencing hurricane conditions. The rest of the hurricane warning area will be experiencing at least tropical storm force winds and for sure flooding rainfall. Further to the north, you can see that this morning, a little bit earlier than I thought what was going to happen, a tropical storm watch was issued for southern tip of Alabama. That includes Mobile. And then we got now a tropical storm watch for portions of the west coast of Florida. This includes Tampa Bay. And now we have a hurricane watch in effect for, looks like the tip of Alabama there, right next to that tropical storm watch. And then it includes all of coastal, a good chunk of northern Florida, and then it goes into part of western Florida as well. So these watches were issued this morning. I anticipated the watches actually to come out later. I actually kind of expected it more towards the afternoon, but they have been posted already, which is probably a good thing. And we'll go ahead and take a look at the watches. You guys, I'm sure all of you look at the weather.gov page rather frequently. Ah, wow, okay, that is new. All right, let me zoom in here. So first off, we'll look at the National Weather Service in Pensacola. You can see the Tropical Storm Watch, which includes Mobile, Alabama. Hurricane Watch includes Pensacola. Hurricane Watch is this magenta-like color, and then that kind of orangish red color is the Tropical Storm Watch. We go over to Tallahassee. You can see the Hurricane Watch does cover a much larger area. This is a new development, actually, that I have not yet seen. Portions of this Tropical Storm Watch in far southwestern Georgia has now been upgraded to a Hurricane Watch. This watch this watch replaces that Tropical Storm Watch that was in effect. This includes the community of Albany, Bainbridge, Moultrie, Georgia. So in case you guys have not sorry, looks like my stream health crashed. I'm not sure why. So I got full signal, but yeah, so that's new. And then it looks like the Tropical Storm Watch was actually further expanded. Is it raining outside? Let me know how the quality is. I'm getting a notification that the quality dropped off. But yeah, it looks like the Tropical Storm Watch has been expanded to include a lot of southern Georgia now, not just southwestern Georgia. I think it's raining outside. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. So you can see this is the coverage of the watches that are currently in effect, and then of course we got a storm surge watch in effect for the coastal areas all the way down to Tampa Bay. What's really important to know is that northern Florida in particular is very prone to storm surge. It's a very, very bad area to be in whenever a hurricane does come across. This does have the potential to produce devastating or potentially devastating storm surge, depending on how strong this gets. But let's take a look at the storm surge watch. Life-threatening and historic storm surge is possible. Peak storm surge inundation is that there is the potential for 8 to 12 feet above ground somewhere within storm surge prone areas. Beginning Tuesday morning for the storm surge watch area. So this could be, like I said, this could be very serious. I'm going to see if we got any inundation maps from Hurricane Center. So let's take a look here. Yeah, like I said, northern Florida around Tallahassee in particular is very prone to storm surge. You can see there's widespread areas of greater than 9 feet above ground across Florida. So this could potentially be a very dangerous situation whenever Michael does come up here. So that's probably, in my opinion, that is probably going to be the most significant component of Michael in terms of its impacts to the United States is the storm surge. The winds will definitely be bad as well, but obviously I think the storm surge is going to be much more severe, and also we are going to have the obvious flooding problems as well with just about any tropical system that comes into landfall with the United States. So this has the potential to be very dangerous. I know it does seem like there's less media hype with Michael than there was with Florence, but I do think that Michael is going to be very, very dangerous. So even despite not having despite the media not barking so much about Michael as they did with Florence, I think Michael is going to be could potentially be very devastating for this area, especially with how prone it is to storm surge. This area was impacted by Hurricane Wilma in 2005, and we saw devastating consequences with Wilma. And we're looking at a pretty similar intensity at landfall. In terms of the latest outlook from the National Hurricane Center, it is forecast to be a major hurricane at landfall. You can see right here. There we go, advisory number 9, hurricane warning just issued. There you go. That is brand new information. We'll take a look at that. So just so you guys know, a hurricane warning has just been issued in the time that we started this stream up until now. So this includes the entire hurricane watch area has now been upgraded officially to a hurricane warning. Yes, buddy, I kind of disagree with what you're saying. I think there's going to be a lot of rain spreading into central Georgia. In terms of tropical alerts, you might get some tropical alerts. You can see now it does look like it may be fully tropical, even all the way up into the Carolinas, so we'll have to monitor that. But I do think you will be getting some strong winds and some flooding rainfall. But there you go. We got a hurricane warning now in effect. So let's take a look at what the latest sustained winds are, if that's been updated. It looks like it's increased a little further. We're now up to 80 miles an hour. Central pressure is still 978 millibars. Michael bringing hurricane force winds and heavy rainfall to western Cuba. Storm surge and hurricane warnings issued for the northeastern Gulf Coast. So already we have hurricane warnings in effect. So let's take a look at the intensity. So once again, the intensity is about the same. It's looking like it will make landfall around Category 3 strength, with sustained winds of at least 115 miles an hour. So very, very dangerous situation. Not a whole lot of change with the track per se. It does look like it might have kind of been nudged more to the east, especially in the longer range, but it hasn't changed a whole lot. And not really anticipating a whole lot of changes. Other information, we do have that it looks like that tropical storm watch for the Mobile, Alabama area has been upgraded to a tropical storm warning, and a hurricane watch was also issued. Small tropical storm warning issued for western Florida. Looks like Tampa's still under a watch. And a new tropical storm watch was just issued for coastal Mississippi as well. So that is a thing. You see the rainfall potential map right there. There you go. We're gonna pause for just a moment here. Give me a minute. If you have any questions, let me know. But just give me one moment, and then I will get right back with you guys. Oh, sorry. There we go. Get out of that so you guys don't have to hear that. Okay. So, well, with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at spaghetti models. This is a great website. There's a lot of information on here. So you guys should definitely check out Mike's weather page. It's amazing. So much information. I know that not all of you are as well, we're not done. What are we doing? Why is it stopping? Sorry about that. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, I think we're still here. Yeah. Okay. I think we're okay. But yeah, anyways, let me, oh my gosh, we're buffering. Okay, I think we're working. So here we go. You can see how the forecast models are in very good agreement with the track, especially in the near term. You can see most of them are converging over North Florida right there. So I don't think there's going to be much in the way with that. I think yeah. So there you go. So I think confidence is pretty high with the track of the system. I don't think we have to worry about it throwing any major curveballs right now. If we look in the longer range, let's see if I can get more of the global models here. Where to go? Right here. Ooh, it's looking really good on the satellite. We'll take a look at that closer in just a sec. Yeah, you can see overall the forecast models are doing pretty good. There's not a whole lot of spread in the models. It's pretty average spread going on for the long range, but nothing too crazy. But forecast models are pretty well converged on where it goes cutting through the United States. So you can see that there. Intensity guidance, you can see most of them are kind of peaking here at the low category 3 range. However, there is the possibility for rapid intensification, and we're going to be monitoring that to see if it occurs. We're not going to rule it out entirely, but rapid intensification would not be good for the United States. It really does look like it's getting its act together. You can see there's been a big blossom of convection right there, near the center. So if you're unfamiliar with visible satellite, this is what it looks like. And whenever you see things like this, that's a big sprout of convection right off the coast of Cuba there. So I really think that this could be a sign that it's really going to get its act together pretty soon. The eye is very cloudy right now. You can see there is an eye feature there, but it's really cloudy. but there's a lot of convection starting to wrap around the center, and whenever that does occur, we typically see intensification occur. Do have a little bit of drier air intruding on the west side of the system, but I think that's going to be overcome here in the coming days, hours, stuff like that. So that is what it's looking like right now on satellite. Very impressive for a Category 1 hurricane already. So we'll see what this looks like over the next several hours to several days. What else we got here? That's not what I wanted. Okay. Let's take a look at some shear maps and see what we might be dealing with here. I'm actually also looking for the oh, here's recon, latest recon. Looks like we got airplane in Michael right now, so we'll have to watch that and see any data that comes out of this. But this is another tool you can use to kind of determine what the intensity of Michael is going to be like at the next NHC advisory. But they are entering the hurricane as we speak. You can see right here, this was the last mission that they had. It's already done, but this is where they found pressures down to 978 millibars. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well. Yeah, sorry, my laptop's not the greatest for streaming. So let's go ahead and look at shear tendency. You can see there is some wind shear out up ahead of Michael, but how to read these maps. So the fill color is current wind shear in knots. You can see there's a this right up here in the northern United States is what you would call the jet stream. That's why it's so colorful there. We do have some wind shear up ahead of Michael. However, the tendency, which are these dashed lines here, indicate that wind shear is decreasing in the area of Michael. Hang on, sorry. Anyway, sorry, got distracted. Okay, so yeah, the wind shear in the vicinity of Michael has been decreasing, and the forecast is that it will continue to decrease, which is not good news for Florida. It means that this system will very likely be intensifying. So you can, but that's how to read that map there. Otherwise, that is what is going on. Why am I still getting Facebook dingles? Hang on, let me figure something out. Oh, that's why. Okay, anyways. Yeah, this stream's kind of lame. Sorry, guys. There you go. What else is happening? Ooh, super duper high resolution floater. Well, let's take a look at this. This will probably explode my computer. But there you go. That's what Michael's looking like on super duper high res. Looking pretty awesome. But we're going to be watching out for this new convection that's been sprouting up in the area, because that'll likely increase the winds pretty quickly if it starts really wrapping around the center. What else we got here? I'm looking for the IR. Is that IR? I think that's it. Well, not gonna let me scroll, is it? There we go. That's what it's looking like on IR. You can see that's where that big burst of convection that I was talking about right there. Hello there, Heat Cats. Thank you for joining. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, so that's what we're really going to have to watch, is this new convection right here over the next several hours. If it really gets wrapped around the center, we're going to be looking at probably some quick intensification here, I would say imminently, so watch out for that. But that's what Michael's looking like. It's not looking like your textbook hurricane just yet, but that's also because it's so close to Cuba. I don't think it's going to make a landfall, but it's going to come real close. Yeah, SpaghettiModels.com, guys, is a very good tool to have whenever you're tracking tropical activity. Otherwise, we also have this system that will likely become a tropical depression here in the next couple days. Leslie's still going, and there's no end in sight for her. And there you go. So, yep, she's re-strengthening, 60 miles an hour. It's up from 50. And Michael's up to 80 now. In the Pacific, we still got Sergio, which is expected to turn and go right into southwest again. So that would be bringing lots of beneficial but flooding rainfalls to that area. Anyways, let's see. Have they updated the hazard map yet? Not yet, but if you guys want to catch some hurricane warnings, now's the time to start tuning into any stations that might be down there, because they haven't upgraded it locally yet, but they will be. It looks like they put a tropical storm watch already for southern Mississippi right there, but they have not yet upgraded the storm surge watches or hurricane watches just yet. But it's coming. Anyways, just kind of on a side tangent. Give me 1 second and talk about it. There we go. So yeah, we're waiting for these colors to. Oh, there we go. I think maybe it's already been issued. Oh no, that might be. No, that's offshore. Never mind. All right. Well, in other news, we've got. I made a video on my channel this morning. If you guys have not yet seen, I'm offering to do weekly live streams on this channel as much as I can. There's probably going to be weeks that I won't be able to do it because I'm an extremely busy college student. But I'm going, if you guys think it's a good idea, let me know. But I do want to start getting more connected with you guys. Last year I didn't have much content on my YouTube, and I'm trying to get content. I'm trying to get content more frequent on my channel. So, Heat Cats, I haven't really noticed, but if you're referencing to current hurricane alerts, there's always a little while before the maps get updated because it takes some time for the NWS to get the local statements out. But I haven't really noticed otherwise. But anyways, I do want to try and live stream every week, and this is to not only attract more of an audience, but also to keep in touch with you guys, and just try to keep the content on my channel really fresh. I've uploaded several videos in the last week or so, so please be sure to check it out. And also, I would really appreciate it if you guys would turn on your notifications for my channel. You guys can very quickly get a notification that I uploaded something, and you can get right to the content. So if you're interested in that, make sure you try to do that. Otherwise, in Severe Weather and EAS Enthusiast Facebook group, we have issued a Tropics Watch that is going to be upgraded to a Tropics Advisory probably this evening. So stay tuned for that. I'll be, once I kind of go through the models and stuff like that, we will likely be upgrading. So we are still waiting for the local statements to be issued. Anyways, that's really your full update. There's high confidence on where this thing's going to be making landfall, and that's so there's high confidence on where it's making landfall. Intensity, there's pretty good confidence on the intensity. It seems quite likely it will make landfall as a major hurricane. There is a chance for rapid intensification, and it's been showing up on the models, and that chance is actually increasing. So if rapid intensification does occur, we could be looking at an even stronger system, which would be even more so devastating for this area. So watch the intensity very closely. Watch out for those airplane observations, because they'll kind of give you a really close look at what's actually happening at Michael, what's happening with Michael, rather than waiting for the advisories to come out. Matter of fact, let's go to Tropical Tidbits, and we're going to go to Recon. So there we go. Like I said, we're watching this mission number 6, mission number 3. There we go. So this is the one we're watching. I think they're in the storm right now. Maybe looks like maybe they're just looking at the edges of the system. I'm not sure, but they're not into the main part of the hurricane quite yet. What is unusual, SPC Havana? So yeah, I'm not sure if this is one of those missions where they don't cut through the middle of the system, or I'm not sure quite yet, but we'll see. Excuse me. We'll see here. Anyways, that's what's happening with the tropics. There's not really a whole lot else going on at the moment. I'm on my 8th week of school, and I'm going to be going home for fall break pretty soon, and so that's going to be nice. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot going on. It's just been really, really busy, but I've been trying to keep up with the content, so please, I'd really appreciate it if some of you guys would come and take a look at some of my latest content here. So anyways, there's not really a whole lot more to say. We're still waiting on this to be issued. If it hasn't yet, I don't think so. Looks like have not yet been issued, but we're waiting. This whole page is going to explode with color pretty soon. it's not too often you see a hurricane watch go this far inland. I don't even think it went this far inland with Florence, as far as I remember. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, hurricane watches up to Albany, Georgia. That's in my opinion, that's pretty uncommon to see. But you can see right here, Michael is now forecast to be a major hurricane at landfall. Very, very dangerous. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Let me know, I mean, I can keep going if you would like, or I can go ahead and log off. Let me know if there's any topics you'd like me to cover. Keep it on the topic of weather though, because this isn't a casual live stream. 1 second. Alright, there we go. Let's take a look at some local forecasts. Let's look at Tallahassee, Florida. You can see here, looks like tropical storm winds are possible as early as Tuesday evening. We go here. Oh, no, it's not. Arrival time of winds. Let's go with most likely. You can see most likely would be, yeah, it looks like Wednesday. So this hurricane warning is actually coming out a little premature, I think, but it's also a very dangerous hurricane, or very dangerous situation. So there you go. So this is gonna be, it's quite crazy to have two really big systems hitting the United States in the same season like that. But sometimes it happens that way, and a lot of those areas that experience flooding from Florence will probably get some flooding problems from Michael as well. And that includes some group members in both groups. So we're going to be watching this very closely. Again, storm surge will probably be the most dangerous part of this hurricane, in my opinion. So, alright guys, stay tuned to the National Hurricane Center. I'm going to be posting regular update videos on this channel as the situation evolves. But I do appreciate you guys tuning in today, and we're going to, like I said, I'll keep you guys up to date with the latest. We might look at closer at some of the forecast models with the next live stream, which I don't know when that will be. Probably will not have another one tonight unless it's absolutely necessary. But stay tuned to my channel. There's gonna be a lot more content coming up, and I'm gonna keep trying with the videos and then the weekly live streams and stuff like that. So thank you guys so much for watching this. And we will see you later.